Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute, so let me catch you guys up on what happened in round one. Round one, I finished 7th in the 500 super bike race, then 5th in 500 super stock, and then I got a win in the 500 GP novice. The reason why I don't have a video for that is because the conditions weren't ideal and I wasn't going very fast. Nobody was actually, because and me especially, I had no tires, weather was trash, and not a lot of people went racing, so the racing wasn't entertaining, so I didn't think it was worth making a video on that. But that's what happened, the 7th, the 5th, and the 1st. So that brings us here to NOLA Motorsports Parks for round 2 of the CMRA Championship. My first race I finished 3rd. That was a 500 superbike race. I should have had a 2nd, but my clutch decided to slip on the last lap, 2nd or 3rd to last corner. So I was frustrated with it, but again, it was a podium and it helped me in the championship overall. In that race, my rear cam actually broke off of the bike. Luckily, I didn't lose it because it was safety wire thanks to my dad. So this race that you guys are gonna see, there was actually no rear cam on it because the mount broke off and it was just dangling from the wire. So I got lucky that the camera's not gone. And the race that you guys are gonna see is a 500 super stock race, which I did win the race. And the following race, 500 GP novice, I did win the race. This race was my most entertaining one because the battling was like this all race long. 500 GP, I got the whole shot and I was just untouched, so I was alone. So I didn't think that one was worth making a full video over. And then the race that I got 3rd in, the first race of the weekend, we actually, my camera was overexposed, so the footage is all white. All right, so I know that I have to get a good launch to keep up with Roden because that guy is really fast, and if I don't get on his rear wheel right away, I'm gonna blow the race and I'm gonna be in a lonely 2nd place likely. Okay, so good launch, but I blew the first corner, which I did every single race of the first lap and every single first stint of my endurance racing. So that was nothing new. I knew where I had to recover, and I just have to push to the limit and all gas at this track. So here, this section of the track is full gas. You just go like this the whole time. Carry as much lean as you can. You're likely going to drag peg because it's going to be in full tug right there. As you guys can see, I got a ride on his rear wheel, and we also caught the back of the expert group, so that was pretty cool. Here though, it got me nervous because I thought that he was going to put one of those extras in between him and I actually texted him later on. He said that was a strategy, that he wanted to get one of them in between us so that way he could make a gap. So I got lucky that I made the passes at the same time he did, and I was able to keep up with him. Moving on to my favorite section of the track, because this corner, it's like a long sweeping corner, goes around like this and it comes in like this. You're just on the gas and then you cut it off a little bit, tap the brake, and then you get right back on the gas. Okay, so I was able to get the draft, and when I broke up the slipstream, I was able to beat him on the brakes as well. But again, I blew the first corner because I wasn't hard enough on the brakes, and I was braking a little bit too early. I was braking too early and too soft. I need to be braking it like that number 3 marker, get it hard, and then trail braking and get on gas. But I was not doing that all weekend long. I noticed that watching the footage to study it. Here, I blew this corner. I really thought I was gonna run into the grass. I'm not sure what happened exactly here because I got a handful of brake and I broke really hard. But I think that I broke too hard and it got it to where couldn't lean the bike over, otherwise the front was gonna tug. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but that's kind of the gist of what happened. But I I know what I gotta do now, and I know that I have to get right back on him because I just blew a lead. These fast portions of the track, you can make up a lot of time because you go all gas, and all it takes is to be a little bit faster than the person in front of you, and you make up a lot of time. I didn't blow the corner this time, thankfully. Then I didn't blow this one either, so it looks like we're going pretty smooth right now. So I just gotta keep my head focused and stay calm and just try to build as much of a gap as possible. And coming out of these fast corners, I know that I'm faster than him, but I don't know exactly where he's at. So I think I take a check back. I think I probably have about 2 or 3 bike lengths, so he's still right on my back tire. So I can't let up yet, and I gotta keep on going fast. I led that whole lap, but I know that he's still right there, and I know that this guy has a lot of pace, and I know that, especially with a toe, pushing race pace, we're going to go a lot faster than what we did in practice. So I'm just going to keep my head down and focus on what is ahead of me. Alright, so I'm not sure if you guys can see in the video because it's kind of small, but we're actually coming up on another expert. So I'm going to try to use this guy to my advantage. I'm going to try to put him in between Austin and I so that way I can get a much bigger gap and break away. Okay, I gotta take a deep breath because that really knocked the wind out of me. I needed to catch my air on that straight because I nearly high-sided and my helmet actually hit the windscreen and my stomach hit right against the gas tank. So it was a high side and it was a real tank slapper. Again, that tank slapper, I lost a lot of time because of it. Well, not a lot of time necessarily, but a lot of drive. So he was able to get in my draft and he was able to just slingshot out and then beat me on the brakes to turn one. I blew that corner, so I need to calm down a little bit because I'm getting a little bit desperate. I just need to come up on this fast section and just go all gas, but be calm about it. All right, so coming out of this final corner, I'm all gas, and then I see that I have the opportunity to get a double bike draft. So I'm gonna come out of the first draft, and then I'm gonna come out of the second draft and just slingshot out and get on the brakes into turn one and hope for the lead. So this lap is the final lap. I know that I don't want to be too close to him on the final straightaway because, again, that draft is big because that straightaway is super long. So I either need to A, stay right on his tire the whole lap and draft pass him at the end, or B, I need to have about 6 or 7 bike lengths going down that final straightaway because he'll definitely pass me with a draft pass if I'm this close to him. You guys can't really see it, but he was super hard on the brakes going into this corner. He nearly got me. If he would have passed me there, I think I would have been done for. There goes the race. I got another win. That was actually my most intense race ever, and it was actually, you know, it was for a win, so I felt really good about that. That moved me up to second place in that championship. He's actually only 1 point ahead of me, and in the 500 GP novice, like I said, I won both races. So I have 90 points, and I am, I think, 50 points ahead of second place. So I should be clear right there for the time being. I should be clear. And then the 500 Superbike race, I am in 5th place. But I know that I can move up. I am only about 11 points, I believe. Yeah, it's 11 points behind Austin, who's also the championship leader there. Another goal that we have for this year is to win overall novice. Right now I'm sitting 5th, 24 points behind first, who is Austin Roden again. So my goal is to win that so that way I can have the red number 1 plate and promote myself to an expert next year. So that's another goal. I also want to give a huge thank you to all my sponsors because they represent me well, and they're the reasons why I'm starting to win races now because of all their help and support. So huge thanks to All Balls Racing Group for all of the COs and bearings that they give to us. GoPro for the amazing cameras that I'm able to record these awesome and fun videos with. Cycle Gear and Gus for always helping us out whenever we need something, and always helping out situations that we have whenever we buy the wrong size gear like we usually do. I want to also thank Motul for the best oils, chain lubricants, and etc. that they help us with getting out, and Darwin Yeager for communicating with me and being a great help to us and our racing team. I want to thank Robert and Tasha Lackey for having the best leathers and racing gear possible. Without them, I wouldn't be able to push the limits like I do, because I know that their gear is going to keep me safe, and you know, it's customizable, and you know, their gear is just the best, hands down. And I also want to thank Mr. Greg Spears for always helping my dad out with the bike builds and always getting us what we need right on time. And I also want to thank him for getting us the first ever H&M Spears Racing data acquisition kit and data logger. That's truly going to help us figure out what I need to do to get faster, and thank you for that, Greg Spears. And I also want to thank Dunlop Racing Tires for giving me the best tires, the most grippy tires out there. I also want to thank David Roy for helping us out with tire pressures and things like that, and North Texas Superbikes for helping us out as well. Thank you guys so much. And that's it for this video. Thank you guys for stopping by, and once we race next month here in Houston, I'll drop another video about for that, and hopefully my rear cam doesn't fall off, and hopefully my camera's not overexposed so I could have more videos out per race weekend.